So you cut this out in a rough fashion before we do anything.
Yeah, I'm going to just go around kind of crudely with the bandsaw.
Okay.
And it's just part of the rhythm I'm in with these things. It makes it a little easier to handle on full-size instruments.
Gary Cadnicki. Cadman.
Cadman. Looks more like a guitar now.
Well, that is pretty amazing that you can do that fast. I would take 15 minutes to do something like that. So that's about a quarter-inch.
Yeah, roughly a quarter-inch all the way around. That way, I've got room to manipulate it a little bit if I need to line anything up. Okay, so now, time to glue the braces.
All right.
I've got some hide glue mixed up here.
Sure.
Hide glue comes as a can of flakes, and you stick it in some water and heat the water. There's a water bath inside here.
Okay.
So I'm going to put some glue on each of these braces, and then I'll place them on the soundboard, and then we'll stick them in the vacuum press so you can see what that's all about. Just let that sit there for a minute. And then once these are in place and the glue is dry, I'll be able to shape them quite easily. And actually, when using this vacuum press, I could shape them at least approximately before even gluing them up. If I'm using a conventional clamp, I really have to keep this top surface flat.
Right.
So I can't do any shaping. It just makes it easier to clamp if that top surface is flat. So I'm just going to hold these braces where I want them with a little bit of masking tape so that once they're in the press, I don't have to worry about them skating around at all. This isn't intended to take the place of clamping, it just keeps things from moving.
Right.
Okay, so here's the vacuum press. I've got to move fairly quickly now because the glue will set up. So it's just a thick piece of polyethylene, and there's a rubber gasket under the red which you can't see. So I'm going to turn on.
I trust you.
Turn on the pump and start evacuating the chamber.
Sounds like the doorbell on the Addams Family. Little fog horn there.
Now I'm switching to a more controlled pump. Let me shut that one off.
All right.
See, this one's quieter, and it has a regulator on it, so I can adjust the amount of vacuum. By turning this little bleed valve. But basically what happens with a vacuum press is instead of having a clamp that pushes down and only pushes in certain spots wherever you have the clamp, vacuum presses use the weight of the atmosphere to serve as the clamp. So you evacuate most of the air from underneath the polyethylene and you have the weight of the atmosphere pushing evenly on all of the surfaces.
Does it also dry it?
No, I read that when I first started reading about these things. Somebody was saying how the vacuum sucks the moisture out of the glue faster. I have not found that to be the case at all. This will have to sit in here for about 20 minutes.
Wow.
And then it'll be done.
Okay.
But you can see
now, Gary.
Well, maybe you can't see, but trust me, this system, it was a great improvement when I was first using it on classical guitars. Because like I said, I would have 7 good-sized fan braces that normally I could only clamp up one at a time.
Right.
And with this thing, I could do all 7 at once.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it was a big improvement, not only for time, but for the evenness of the clamping.
Now, this was a heavier duty...
Yeah, inside of this box, there's a big pump. It was actually the motor to an air compressor on a mechanical ventilator.
Okay.
And somebody I knew made this for me, which was very nice.
Yeah.
So it sucks the air out really fast. If I had gone with this pump to begin with, we would still be waiting for the chamber to be evacuated.